So it's been a while since we've been on the 911E project, so we're just going to give you an update on where we're at. I've been cleaning everything up and starting to process things. We've got a lot of our plate and hard parts re-zinc plated with yellow zinc. Been cleaning up covers and cleaning up all of the ancillary parts to the engine. The cylinder heads are going to be probably what's next up on our docket. They look like they're going to need quite a bit of work. They've got a lot of broken studs, and that one's actually not too bad. Some of them have got a lot of carbon. Some of the valves look like the intake valve seated down a long way, so probably going to have to put valve seats in it as well as a valve job. A couple of things that we have already had a chance to rebuild is the camshafts. They went out to my cam grinder. All the bearings were good and in spec, so we've just put a fresh 911E regrind on it. Nothing fancy, 100% stock. Still got to start working on the rods. The rods have a lot of wear. The biggest problem when we pulled this down was the rod bearings. These ones are so worn that they're almost a knife edge. They can cut your finger, so kind of being careful moving around those. The other item that we have got back from our machine shop is the crankcase. And the crankcase was in pretty bad shape when we started, so we had a lot of machine work done outside that we don't do in-house. We still need to do the case serts for the head studs. We'll do these here in-house. But we've had the case closed and honed, back to standard. All of the barrel mounts have all been machined flat. We've had all the case through bolt spot faced to bring them back to an original condition. The thermostat, the breather plate and the oil sump plate, both of those gasket surfaces, we had those remachined back to standard. On the inside, we did the oil bypass mod, which is, you can see the plug right there, which redirects oil that is bypassed in the lubrication system back into the intake, and this will account for, will help stop any of the oil overfilling the crankcase. Also, a number of the stud areas where the threads were pretty worn, like here on the intermediate shaft bearing support, that's been time serted. All the front studs have also been time serted on those threads to bring them back to a usable condition. I've done all the studs again in yellow zinc, so I've got to go through and process those, make sure that they all came up well, and if there's any problems there, we'll be getting some new studs in. Well, that's about it for the update. Stay tuned for more. You'll see the cylinder heads coming up next. Don't forget to like or subscribe to us, hopefully both. And if you want to check out any of the training courses on how to do that, visit classicats.com. And we have memberships available as well as individual training courses, just whatever you need for air-cooled 911s.